Hello my friend. Waves have a very large catalogue of plugins these days, and amongst that catalogue they've got some pretty swervy, weird plugins. Today I'm taking a look at 3 Waves oddball plugins. Should be some fun. Let's dive straight in. So first up we've got Parallel Particles. This plugin was endorsed by Andrew Scheps. Been around for quite a while now. Let's just get straight in there and talk about what it looks like. If any of you out there remember in the 90s a game called Speedball 2, which was available on the Amiga and Commodore 64 as I remember, that's what this plugin reminds me of, particularly the Amiga version of that. It looks like something that you would find in the middle of the speedball pitch, and the metal ball would come out of the middle, and everyone basically, it was like football, cross between football and rugby, futuristic wise, and everyone would just kind of fight over the ball. That's what this reminds me of. It's a bit kind of Flash Gordon, sci-fi, Star Wars, Star Trek, whatever you're into in that genre. That's kind of what it's getting at, and that's really unusual. I mean, how many plugins can you think of that have kind of lent on a kind of sci-fi theme? But it is actually very straightforward to use. You've got air at the top here, at the bottom you've got sub, and then either side thickness and byte. You've got input and output sliders here. You can slide the frequency of the sub too. And that's really about it. Super simple. So let's take a listen to Parallel Particles on this drum loop. Bring in some sub. Bites lovely on the snare. A little bit of air. Now at the moment the input and output are linked. So if I want to tame the output a bit for A being, really cool. Hey my friend, just interrupting this video for a moment to let you know about a free 7 steps mix method guide you can grab right now. The link is below this video. It's going to help you to mix more musically and in turn make better sounding mixes. Now next up I've got Retrofi, which is a bit more of a normal looking plugin, but it does some pretty wacky stuff. It'll retrofy just about anything, and it's split down into what device you want to use, and the era that it comes from, echo and reverb, and then you've got noise and mechanics down here too. A whole bunch of fun presets. Now I like this plugin because one, it does look really cool. It looks very retro. I like how it's styled, but it's got some great presets in here for punching in those parts of a song where you're just looking for something different to split things up. So I've got this part here, let me just turn this off for now, where the track breaks down. Which is really nice, but I might want it to sit down a bit more, so you could automate a plugin like this to come in to give an area or drop down like a totally different feel to break it up. So a whole bunch of cool little presets here. I like in particular some of these vinyl ones. So it's pretty noisy. Here's the noise. Let's just turn the noise down a bit. Just that level. Really nice. Gives it a really different flavor, and as I say, there's a whole bunch of kind of very usable but wacky oddball presets here. some of these presets can do some really wacky things to your tracks. But it's a plugin you get really creative with. You know, it's great for those just little creative bits of production that you want to add into your tracks. And finally, let's take a look at Infected Mushroom Pusher. It's got to be one of the weirdest names for a plugin out there. So in the middle, you've got your magic mushroom control. This kind of looks like it's we've got some sort of focus slider here and dynamic punch slider on that side. Then we've got a low knob, okay, which is there, and then you've got a whole bunch of different frequencies you can choose there for the low knob. You've got body, you've got push, which 2 modes, clipper and limiter. You've got your input, and you've also got like a stereo widener there. That's cool. High 2, and you can adjust the output here. Is that yes? So if you clip on that, you can pull it down with the mouse. Okay, let's check it out. So I'm going to put this on the mix bus again. Seems like an obvious choice. I won't play around with the limiter, otherwise things are just going to get loud. But let's play around with everything else. I guess we start off with the magic in the middle. Really cool little plugin, this one as well. Again, kind of beautifully weird, but actually quite intuitively usable. Quite like how it's laid out, actually, really quite musical. I think once you got used to this, that could be a really handy plugin for a lot of uses. So that's 3 wild and wacky plugins from Waves. What are the weirdest, wackiest, oddball plugins that you've ever used? Let me know in the comments box below. I love hearing from you. Don't forget to grab your free 7 steps mix guide. You'll find the link for that below this video. Of course, if you enjoyed this one today, please do like and subscribe. And if you did enjoy this video, you're definitely going to want to check this next one out.